What's up, world? It's your man, Amore Red King, lyricist, CEO of the Immaculate Ones, and most importantly for today's topic at hand, founder of Dope Though. Now, you never know which Dope Though family members are going to be on from episode to episode, but you know we always coming with that fire. Right now, you are tuned into the Dope Though podcast. You got to hear this.
Good folks, welcome to the Dope Dope podcast. I'm stepping in for Big Chels because she can't get away from the streets again this week. So stuck with me, stepping in, performing hosting duties. It's your boy King Ackland. Got several of my Dope Dope family members with me today. As usual, we got Bree Renee, we got DJ Suspense, Baron Lee, and Mr. Big Bros is himself, Virgil Cash. How's everybody doing?
Everybody,
That applause button.
I know that we need some sound effects.
You know,
I'll get that straight next week. I'll put it on the.
I got them, but if I figure out how to put it on like you probably need one of those plugins. We'll get into that.
Yeah,
later.
we'll get to that. So fresh off of Derby weekend, I hope everybody enjoyed themselves.
Hey, who won that? Did you find out? Did they say which horse?
All I know was Bob
Baffert's horse
Baffert.
won.
Yeah, he's seventh one.
Medina or something like that. I forget.
Hey,
I was gonna put money on High Rod Charlie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
I
real
put some money
honest.
on him. Bob Baffert is the GOAT, man. He done won about 7 or 8 times.
He's 7-1. He's in the history books. But I'm be honest, bro. Fuck Derby. I don't care, bro. I don't care.
I didn't really celebrate.
The only thing I was mad about Derby that I missed that I didn't know Rick Ross was having a concert in town, but I actually went to that Ross concert.
Yeah, so they played him back to back. They played. Did the baby have something going on here too? Because they've been playing him a lot on the radio.
Oh, really? I don't know.
Well, speaking of celebrities who were not in attendance, back in the celeb news, Cardi B, first topic of the day, Cardi B revealed she wrote her big paper record for DJ Khaled's new album, Khaled, in less than 48 hours. What do you think?
Am I supposed to be impressed by that?
I'm not for 48 hours.
Look at his face. He's like.
The only reason she did it was because people didn't believe that she wrote it. And I'm like, she's not some super, it's not like she magically wrote something.
Clearly she writes her music here.
She wrote typical Cardi B music.
Yeah.
But we don't hold her in the same regards as a Jay-Z or a Nas, whose song on that album, by the way, fire. Yeah. We don't hold her in the same regard, so we don't really care. She does what she does.
Not only do we not really care, it's just that was not a flex at all.
It wasn't. If you're trying to
like 48 hours.
If you're stating the fact that you write your music and you want to make that self-known and proven, okay, cool. But 48 hours, come on, I write my music in 15 minutes. But I guess what? Since it's a DJ Khaled record, they just needed something to talk about because it's Cardi B. I'm sorry, but 48 hours to write a song, that's kind of overdoing it in my head. But it's nothing to brag about.
But everyone's not as talented as Baron Lee.
I'm not saying. It shouldn't be hard. That's what I'm saying.
And when Khaled released
that
track,
hard on female rappers for no reason.
No, because I love Cardi. I listen to her music, but we're not. If you go hard on because she's a female rapper, I'm supposed to give her props.
Yes.
No, you're a rapper.
The same way that Black people need equity to become equal or better than white people, you need to provide equity to women to become equal or better rappers.
Okay. Well, just saying that 48 hours isn't a flex doesn't mean that she's not getting
It might not be a flex for you, but it might be a flex for her. Celebrate the small things and the wins for women.
No, it's cool. It is a win. If she's writing her whole shit, like, that's cool. That is a flex. You just say, I wrote this myself. I didn't have no ghostwriter. Cool, we applaud that. But to say I
Is this
did this in
news?
48 hours.
Yeah, it was
Like,
on
I don't
that's
think
not
it's
even
It's not
that's
true.
not even male versus female. That's just
that's the game of hip hop in general. Like you ain't.
don't even think about it hip hop wise. Think about it if we're in school and man and a girl is in school and we finished our stuff, but it takes her 2 days to write a paper and everybody else 1 day. Like, what are we supposed to do?
But because it's hard.
Congratulate her for getting the paper done.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Well, y'all
just-
know that
So
she
what
wasn't
y'all
even-
telling us? So what y'all saying is that if you the slow kid, we supposed to clap for the slow kid.
Yes,
That's equality,
Sometimes.
unfortunately. That is equality.
that's literally what it is.
Okay.
That's the
We
so
used to get
that's
our
why kids are
participation trophies, so
So
give
we
us
out here
our
giving. So we
because
giving out
at least you tried
participation
trophy is
trophies
still
for
a thing
real.
for that reason, but I get it. Like
I mean, why do I need to clap for her? She got all that money. She good. She cool. Like I think
You sound like
she's
a
selling
hater.
records. I don't
I
give a
get
fuck
it,
how
I
long
get
it
it,
take
I
her
get
to
okay.
write a song.
Congrats to
speak-
Cardi B because obviously
Yeah.
this is another record that's about to go platinum. Featuring
Right, she's
DJ
selling
Khaled.
records, bro.
DJ
I
Khaled,
applaud her
is
because
this
she
the
do the
same
damn
album?
thing, bro.
Is this the same album that Khaled put together that he did with Jay-Z and Nas on that same
Yep,
project?
it's on the same
Yeah.
album.
Okay,
Yep.
so we already know what it's about to be, a platinum record. It's about
Yeah, so I mean, I ain't tripping. I like that's the thing. Like they always say that it's we be going against them, and it ain't because we don't really care. I mean,
But I'm
like
saying-
keep
I'm
doing
saying
your
in the
thing.
sense
We
of-
listen to your music. We care about that.
in the sense of me not caring is simply saying if DJ Khaled was to call my phone and say, hey, I need your verse for this record, and I say, okay, give me 48 hours. That's not defying to me. It's not.
Cool.
Right.
Next topic. Moving on to somebody else on the Khaled project several times, Drake. So last week, I think it was Thursday, was the 5-year anniversary of Views, his album Views. So
Trash.
Views came out 5 years ago last week, led by singles Hotline Bling, Controller, One Dance, Pop Style, 1 million first week sales on release.
Every
Number
single
one on
man.
Billboard, 200 spent 258 weeks on the charts. All 20 songs from the project charted. First album to reach 18 billion streams on Apple Music.
Me and DJ Suspense agree. What was that, DJ Suspense? You say trash?
No, I did not.
I think the album as a whole is trash.
I said
Yeah,
every
no.
single- I
Would
said-
you say that's his worst album?
No, more the playlist is by far the worst.
Yeah,
The worst
I mean,
thing that he's ever done.
by
That playlist is awful. That playlist is awful, bro. It got 3 listenable songs.
I did not care much for the Scorpion album only because you flooded my brain with stuff that I mean, Kiki, Do You Love Me? And that's it. That's the only thing I can remember from that album.
Oh, you trip. That's the only thing you remember from the album. Come on.
Too much for who? That's something Pusha T. That's all I remember. That's all I remember. It wasn't
So
Drake.
everybody thinks Views is trash.
Listen, Spence, hear me out. If you go back to Take Care, if you go back to Nothing Was the Same, if you go back to Thank Me Later, those are classic Drake albums. This was just one of those things to keep the legacy going. So I can't think of too many records that went hit for hit for hit on Views.
Every single Drake has ever put out has been a hit.
He's got the
big facts.
Every
That's a big
single
fact.
one.
Midas touch. But is it your favorite? I'm wondering that.
That's
It's my
true.
favorite
All
one.
songs charted, but did y'all like it? Did y'all like
My
it?
problem is
Chris Brown got 44 track albums. I'm not listening to none of them shits.
But the thing is like, okay, so you dropped, to me personally, Drake's best put together album was Nothing Was the Same. So you follow it up with Views? Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Every album can't be as great as every other album.
I didn't want it to be as great,
So-
bro, but I didn't feel like it was even in the same caliber.
Going back into the topic of discussion, he hit what, 18 billion off of Views? Okay, so
Something like that.
that's
1
okay.
billion streams.
If I'm not mistaken, this would be what, 2016 when this album dropped?
Yeah.
Okay. So he just did a deal with Apple Music. I remember he had one of those seminars with the Apple jacket, this and that. He was doing more commercials with them. The promo must have been in marketing well because that album was a success, clearly. But he's also a phenomenon at this point who can't miss. That was when the Drake effect started taking over. Once you heard, you used to call me on my cell phone, Hotline Bling, it was over. He could get away with just about anything at that
Oh,
point.
you mean where he stole Dram's track? Because you know it was Dram's track.
Either fucking way. And I remember Cha Cha was my shit. I remember. That was But hey, it's Drake. What you
What we should be talking about is how he had 1 billion streams and he probably only made $100,000 off 1 billion streams because they don't pay nothing.
Didn't they just
did you like
redo
it?
their contracts for that?
What for streaming? Nah, you fuck. Regardless, like
No, there's a split. There's a split for that. There is a split for that.
Yeah, he gets one. He gets that penny. That's about it.
I mean, at that point, it's about publishing, right?
Well, you know, according to a really dope news article at the Dope website, Apple Music did put out some info saying how they pay. I think it was close to $1 a stream, or something like that.
Oh, you mean that change that they just made? Because it was.
Yeah, that's
there
what
was
I
only.
talked about.
You know what, y'all
when he released his album, they was worse than YouTube.
But you can find that information in the.
I'm looking it up right now. Y'all give me a second.
It's www.butisitdope.com.
And there's more news there. There's more great news there. So y'all need to check that out. Read.
But I do just want to say y'all gonna have to put some respect on the Future Goat's name, okay?
Who you talking about, Drake?
Who else we talking about?
What Future Goat though? Dude's a goat now. Like it ain't no future. He already there, bro.
I'm sure we're gonna talk about him too, and later in the question of the day. So moving right along. Speaking of charts, 2021 Billboard Music Award nominees. Y'all catch that? The nominees were listed out last week. The Weeknd led our nominees, I believe, with 16 nominations, followed by DaBaby with 11, Pop Smoke with 10, and Meg with 7.
So I want to be a hater, but can y'all answer me? Can y'all answer me this question?
Go ahead.
In what universe has DaBaby put out projects that are better than Little Baby? And Little Baby been more consistent.
DaBaby is more.
Baby's more popular, right?
Yeah, DaBaby.
I mean, because honestly, I can see them both get on a song with Taylor Swift and get away with it. I'm not surprised by either end. Truth be told,
it's because
what you saying?
DaBaby makes more.
He just did a song with
Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
But he didn't have no projects last year to garner
He been doing features all year.
DaBaby makes more for the masses friendly music than Lil Baby.
Who you prefer?
Lil Baby's music is more street than DaBaby.
I mean, he's kind of got the same role going as Jack Harlow being one of the North Carolina rappers, like Jack being the Louisville rapper. You're something different and new to the sound. Nothing to take away from Lil Baby, but Lil Baby's an Atlanta rapper. We've seen that a lot of times. Like when I heard him and Gunna, I literally thought they were like a duo. Like they just give me similar vibes of saying, yeah, obviously they're both from Atlanta. But no, I can still see them both do crazy pop shit. Justin Bieber probably calling them right now for a feature. I would not be surprised.
Justin Bieber calling them right now for their culture.
Yeah, you saw it, right?
That Georgia song rolls though. I can't
No, I'm not giving them. He ad-libbing bad bitch in the background. That's not you.
I think DaBaby got he's more entertaining as far as like his music visuals, his videos is always entertaining. So
DaBaby, I mean, he did go skiing or snowboarding on some sperm, so you know.
That was your song though.
I love that song, but I don't have to watch the video to listen to it. I
got so many red flags off that video. I was just like, they getting away with a lot right now.
So speaking of the other nominations, what about Pop Smoke with 10? I think he got those 10 because he passed away.
Yes.
But does he get the 10 or do you give it to 50 Cent who put the album together though?
It don't matter who would have put that album together. It still would have did the same thing.
I liked it.
It's a dope album. Big facts. It's dope.
I'm not a
fan. I like any rapper that uses a man voice when they rap that don't sound like a bitch on the song. I like it.
Hey, bro.
I'm not a fan.
I kind of want to ask who she think we sound like a bitch on the song. Like, I want to know these rappers now. Like,
let me think.
I'm about to say she don't got no problem saying it. Who?
I know she does. I'm trying to figure it out.
Boosie sound like a bitch when he raps. Lil Wayne now sounds like a bitch when he raps.
Damn.
Bro, I was wondering if she was gonna be like Barry Lee. I was going to die laughing, bro.
I think Baron raps very similar to his speaking voice.
Whatever that means.
Right.
It means exactly what I said.
I mean, she's
Like,
talking about the way you sound the same.
I don't know.
No, she's saying that you sound the same when you talk. Like,
You sound like a
when you
normal
rap
human
and you
being
talk,
when you rap,
like it's
instead of
not surprising.
Oh, like I don't change octaves or something.
Right. And some
Yeah,
people, when you hear them rap, now you like,
No,
nah, that's not your voice,
it
buddy.
depends. I do that too on certain songs, but nah, it's not like something that I do on purpose. Sometimes it's just a level of hitting a note the right way, melodically, I guess. But no, I get what you're saying.
So outside of Lil Baby, who else would y'all like to see nominated? Or do y'all even care about the Billboard?
You said Meg got it, right?
In my life.
Meg got 7.
I don't
Good
care.
for Meg.
Maybe Meg. I mean, honestly, I think Meg probably could have got more.
I can't think of too many right now, even though I can't wait for more Travis Scott music. That's just me personally. But you know, this has been like a decline for him since like the year before. So on a pop star level,
it was the McDonald's burgers that caused his decline.
oh,
Hey, it might be
God,
though.
Hey, he made a killing off it.
okay, so
Literally, it's a burger with barbecue sauce. That's it.
yeah.
And he from Texas, so like it ain't nothing new. But you know, whatever.
But nah, I would say Roddy Ricch though, definitely. He would be another one that I would like, even though he didn't put out an album since.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if he got an album out this.
He's not consistent, but obviously he's still doing the features here and there, letting them know that he's still relevant. But nah, we need a full project if we want to see him go pop, because we see him do it once, but could he do it again? I think that's what we're waiting on from Roddy.
Gotcha.
I think
Alright.
Megan Thee Stallion should have had the most nominations.
She's been going hard since, you know, from
Over the weekend.
Nah, that weekend, they love the weekend, bro. They done had
But
that
I don't
weekend.
think
Had solid
any-
songs.
like that's another one though, because like I can't remember any of the newer songs from the weekend because it just doesn't hit me.
Listen, The Weeknd makes haunted strip club music. I stand by that statement.
Like the
But I'm
strip
tired
club
of him with shit, and he makes basically the same songs over and over.
Yeah,
You know?
I just don't.
With a
I
bloody
don't see
face,
anybody
I don't
else.
know.
I don't see anybody else who was really consistently putting out, you know what I'm saying, hitting music, working as hard as Megan Thee Stallion. And
Is this like for newer artists? Because Weeknd's been here for a while, so is Drake not on that level either?
Well, I just
Drake
said
actually he didn't put out a ton of
I
music.
don't know.
though,
He ain't
last
put no project out. I guess they got
year. He put out a
nominated.
ton. He didn't put out much
Okay.
music last year at all.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking. I'm just speaking on the last year. I don't know anybody who's. It seems to me that worked harder than Megan Thee Stallion in the past year.
Yeah, that's
I mean, I know some
I
people
agree
like
with
that.
Cardi, but Cardi actually kind of declined.
It didn't
too.
work.
Because the
All right.
entire Griselda can't put in work last year.
Nicki still.
They didn't get nominated though.
I know.
Billboard,
Didn't.
but you know, sometimes you know whatever on the awards. But anyway, so moving on, we're talking about T-Pain. Teddy pinned her ass down. And I didn't see this one, but T-Pain discovers that he accidentally has been ignoring hundreds of celebrity DMs in his IG message
For
requests.
years.
Oh, nah, bro, not hundreds.
That's
It's
true.
like thousands. And that dude was scrolling. And you
I'm
should
about
have
to
seen
say,
his
like,
face,
I'm
bro.
so glad that they mentioned this on the topic, because when I saw that this was one of the things to be spoken about, I saw the video prior to, like, oh yeah, that shit was funny.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
Nah, his face, bro, was hilarious. Dog, like, I mean, it is
Hey.
what it is, bro.
When you're a millionaire, I guess you don't worry about technology as much. You don't care about social media like that. But I think he missed a lot of money. He left a lot of money on the table.
I would be writing people back. I would be writing everybody back. I wouldn't even care.
I feel like
I
they
would
were
too.
like-
Like what Bree said, I'd still be doing the same thing, right?
I feel like they were from years. How many years?
It
It don't matter. You're fun. Ain't no statute of limitation.
I don't know.
I'm
I'm
T-Pain,
saying,
bitch.
I'm saying if whatever concept came still, I'm saying whatever concept may have came to mind. Do we feel like T-Pain is in a bad spot musically?
No.
T-Pain is a
T-Pain-
national treasure.
T-Pain doesn't release
But I'm
music.
saying, like,
T-Pain doesn't want to release music.
Wait, what I'm saying is, Bree, I'm saying like, okay, DMX also was a national treasure, but is he relevant to the time?
Yes.
That's a good question because
Okay,
T-Pain
not
won,
DMX, but yes,
T-Pain won the Masked Singer and dropped the project right
Mhm.
after that, which was smart.
Yeah,
But musically, listening to the project, it wasn't that good.
that's what I'm saying. I still listen to the T-Pain. He be dropping mixtapes
Y'all
here.
can't name me a song that was on that project.
And that's the thing. He makes good music, but it's not gravitating.
Well, no, because he's not the popular artist anymore. So you're not gonna hear him on the radio and stuff like that. That's what all that is.
Like that.
And then they're not gonna push him to the forefront. But I mean,
we're not in the same era of music when T-Pain was hot. So it's kind of.
That's what I'm stating. The same thing with the DMX situation. That's the only comparison I had. There was an era for both of those artists.
Nah, because you could have used Wayne. Because Wayne was that.
Wayne is no longer in this script. It's all Drake now. Unfortunately.
I mean, there you go. I mean,
that's the era. We look at that. We can say Lil Wayne's highest. Well, for me, I can see like when every kid in school was all about Lil Wayne, Carter 3. When that happened,
why? Because that ain't even remotely as good as the Carter 2, but
it's not. But we're saying the peak of the career in which he hit 1 mil in a week, which was unheard of in hip hop. So that puts his career on a greatest rapper alive status, in which he was trying to self-proclaim himself. So I mean, but yeah, definitely there's errors for all of this. So I'm looking at it like T-Pain being somebody to say, hey, based on the recognition and my reputation of music and my catalog, I can reach back to all of these DMs and we can make something shake. Or are they not checking for T-Pain anymore? That's what I'm asking.
Well, they wasn't checking for T-Pain like that 2 years ago when they was in his DMs.
Right.
Yeah, he got to be able to make sense.
He got whatchamacallit, like he owns a gaming company. Like, dude got stupid endorsements, man. Like, I've been paying attention to dude and his Twitch channels.
I remember a time where you couldn't get on a DJ Khaled song without T-Pain on the hook. I remember there was a time like that. DJ Khaled's still making music. I haven't remember the last T-Pain Khaled collaboration in a while. That's just Lil Wayne and Birdman was still Cash Money.
That ain't true because you remember when he did the first he did one of the J&B collaborations and that shit was super big. And of course he was the one like. If it wasn't, Khaled was pushing Future, bro. Like, Khaled had Future all over his album with Future first.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The keys and stuff like that. I remember.
Yep.
So I do just want to say, before T-Pain went overboard on it, saying he's missing all these messages and money from these celebrities. When I was looking at them messages when he was scrolling, a lot of them was just people that was mentioning him in their stories. They wasn't actually sending him messages. Because, somebody tag you in a story, you get a little message in your inbox.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody wasn't trying to write him and talk to him.
They was probably having a Throwback Thursday. It's probably what it was having.
I do that. I have Throwback Thursday every week. So.
And no disrespect, because I still listen to him too, but T-Pain on a level of his music is classic. No shunning his career. He had a good run. But I'm also saying, besides Tory Lanez, who samples everyone's music, who's checking for T-Pain right now? Because he did that on the last, Chicks Tape album, had Trey Songz on a Can't Help But Wait remix. All of them remixes and kept the same artists on there. So that's the only time I saw T-Pain on the peak of saying, oh, he's still dope. Still good.
He got smoked in the Lil Jon versus battle. Yeah.
That shouldn't have happened. I just didn't appreciate it enough to say, okay, I'm gonna watch this all the way through. It was just one of those things.
It at all.
Exactly. They was open their own bar. And this is before they had like the setup stage where they was rapping next to each other.
Yeah.
It was on the video chat, and they both had big ass bars apparently in their cribs. That's what I peeped. I was like, okay, it's lit. But okay. I think we've dragged this on long.
Yeah. All right. Question of the day, and this is gonna be a good one. Does it matter if you write your own songs? Does that make you any better or any worse of an artist if you do or if you don't?
I'll go last here. I'll let y'all get it off.
Let's hear from Suspense.
As a rapper too, I feel like.
Does it make you any worse as a
Does it
artist?
matter? If it does it make you any better or worse if you do or don't?
In the grand scheme of things, to me, it don't matter. I mean, there was times when I felt like it did matter, but man, music at the basic level is all about making hit records. I don't care about how you got there. You hand me a good record that I can enjoy, I'm cool. I don't care about the rest.
Virgil.
Man, it depends on what we're talking about. Being a music guy and stuff like that, you know, when it comes to rock and it comes to jazz and all of that stuff, man, none of that stuff mattered. Most of that stuff was collaborative efforts, and even pop music now is collaborative efforts. The only time that ever really, really means anything is when you calling yourself the greatest rapper of all time. Because if you ain't writing your lyrics, then you ain't shit. You can't be calling yourself the greatest rapper. You might have the greatest team of all time, and that's cool too, but you can't take that title. It's as simple as that, bro. Anything else, I don't give a fuck if you write it or not, because I can tell you what, Ariana Grande selling 7 million fucking records, and she ain't wrote near one of them. Her team.
And she don't have no soul.
Right. But it's a team effort, bro. And that's what people don't understand. Like, when you get so far in the game, it's a team effort. Look at TDE. Nah, look at the credits that Kung Fu Kenny got on all the TDE records that he's been helping them with. I mean, it is what it is. It's the nature of the beats, bro. So there you go.
Bree, what you think? Before we get to Baron.
I don't think it makes a difference. I'm gonna listen to Rihanna whether she wrote the song or not.
Are you really listening to Rihanna, or are you thinking about Rihanna?
Yes.
Baron, let's go. You've been making facial expressions. Let's go.
Oh, he didn't finish.
He had to hit the Moscato. Give him a moment.
As a fan, does not matter. Does not matter. As an artist, if I'm in the workspace in the studio putting the track together, and I just put the fire ass verse out, getting dabbed from all the entourage, whoever's in the studio, cool. Cardi B goes in there next, and before she could, somebody runs in, hey, got that verse for you, boss, type shit. Fits the verse someone else wrote, come back, daps everybody else up. I'm like, the fuck? That's exactly me as an artist. But everything else, no. Because some people, I'm pretty sure there was ghostwriters from artists that we look up on a godly level. Back in the LL Cool J days, the Jay-Z days, there was always a ghostwriter now.
Bro, Full Force wrote all them boy band hits. That's all I'm telling you, bro. That's wild.
Not mad at that. But if you start putting on titles like real MC, hip hop head, real lyricist, no, you can't say anything around motherfuckers who will chop your head off in a cipher. It's not that. So you're cool as an artist, but you're not a rapper. I'm not gonna call it.
Don't you get a writer's credit? Like, if you wrote the whole song and I'm like, oh, by the way, switch this to this, don't I get a credit for that?
Like executive producer level type shit.
I mean, I guess it just depends, I guess.
Well, the law states that if anything is changed based upon your input, yes, you get writer's credit. If you were to go to court over that and you had documents that prove that, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose and they're gonna pay you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say somebody didn't write that song because you said switch this to that.
But anytime they add a word, bro, technically you're supposed to be in the credits of the song. So that's the way that this shit works.
So
that's the actual law, because I actually read the fucking book on it, bro, and this shit's wild.
I may have a little bit of an unpopular take on it too, because I feel like hip hop and rap music is the only genre of music where you get discredited for getting writing. And I don't think that it is a coincidence that it's like the only majority Black musical genre today, even though jazz and rock and everything came from Black people. Currently, the hip hop is where the Negroes are. I don't think it's a coincidence. And also, to add on to that portion, people to make that excuse for what I just said, they'll say, well, the talent for a singer is the singing voice. It's not the talent as a writer. And people will say, well, the talent of the rapper is the actual writing.
Yeah.
And that's not 100%.
But that's why they have awards now, like best performance song or something like that for that reason.
So it's like, just because somebody can write some beautiful lyrics, it doesn't mean they can rap it. Not anybody can just get out and takes some lyrics that somebody wrote and turn it into a hit record song. Like that. There's still talent there outside of writing the record, and I think that people need to start recognizing these people are still talented. Just because they're performing a song that someone else wrote, it doesn't mean they're not.
Now hold on. That's true, fam. But the thing is like, So if you didn't have any help in writing it, and if you look at these records, you don't see a lot of these artists' names in the credit. Yeah, they're gonna be the front center, but they ain't the ones getting paid from that shit. Yeah, cool. They made it hot. They still ain't the ones getting paid. What the writers and the people underneath them are getting paid because they helped write the song. Like, I mean, in the game we in today, when it comes to music, only your masters is everything. And if you ain't writing them motherfuckers, you don't own shit.
I'm gonna say this too, though. I'm gonna say this too.
Come
On
on.
top of that, to piggyback off what you're saying, a lot of them motherfuckers ain't doing their paperwork. A
Ooh,
lot of them.
ooh. Speaking,
lot
hold on, say it one more time, apparently, bro. I don't think
You're not doing your paperwork. Do you own your publishing? Do you get the royalties for this record? Do you have the split sheet done? What are you doing to make sure you're secure by the end of this record going platinum or flopping? That's your career you're fucking with. That's how I look at that.
Ooh, I mean, you ain't lying, bro. That's real rap right there.
But
real rap.
Also say this also is the main genre, is the most controversial, but easily tearing down one another to discredit one another. You don't see a rock band doing that to another rock band, at least not now because it's kind of watered down. But I get what I'm like. You understand what I'm pointing at. No, we're not going to get credit because hip hop started out sampling other songs, and they're always going to look at it as saying hip hop lacks originality. That's bullshit, but that's the game they play. So here we are.
Good combo. All right. So, what are you guys listening to? What's popping? What y'all listening to? What's on repeat? What y'all listening to? What's playing in your cars?
I haven't been listening to anything new. I've been kind of just jumping back to the throwbacks a lot lately. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I got the 2000s playlist, so that's just you know how the 90s they say it's like, yes, my childhood. Rock with it, white tee, Laffy Taffy.
Of your toddler infancy.
Well, what was you in? Like teen centers? I don't know what you was on at that time.
I was in middle school, maybe 5th grade, 6th grade in 2000.
Okay. 12, 13, close to it. So, yeah, other than that, nothing too crazy. Waiting on J. Cole to drop, apparently. He's coming up with something. So I'm just cleansing my listening pad or something. Or saying,
you mean for the album that was supposed to come out 3 years ago, bro? Shit,
that's not been that long.
Did you hear TDE said same thing too? They was like, something's coming. Like, hey, bro, why y'all lying?
Why are you mad? Are you mad right now, bro?
He's upset. Look at his face. Look at the bare face bandit. You can see it all in his bare face now. He's upset.
Bird's like, man, I gotta deal with my family.
I mean, according to the article on butisitdopedope.com, J. Cole's got something coming in the next few weeks.
He was saying J. Cole's still shooting for the NBA. What you think about that?
That's trash. You need to stop.
Nah, bro, he's like,
why is it trash?
Yo, I believe
make it cool, but I don't believe he can.
He can
do it, but you got to make him a role player. Put him in the third quarter, get him set up for the 3-pointer, and that's it. Get him out of there.
Master P did it.
Exactly. If Master P could do it, he was on the J. Cole commercial. Like, you must be out of your mind to try this. He was just in the gym shooting threes.
And shout out to J. Cole if he go for it, but let's be honest. What the hell J. Cole gonna do against LeBron? And LeBron ain't even in his prime right now, bro.
Listen, hold on. That's unfair because nobody in the NBA right now doing nothing with LeBron.
That's what I'm saying.
So don't try to put that on Cole, bro.
You ain't watching the
like the top tier got a problem with LeBron. Is what?
He trying to say what he gonna do with LeBron.
He's gonna be out there with these caliber. What's he gonna do?
Hey, wait. Because they said Steph might be going to the Lakers.
No. I mean, I heard that, but
don't even get me started, bro.
Steph goes to the Lakers. That's the West right there. You ain't got no.
That happens, bro. You gonna see me wearing a Crown Royal hat every single fucking week because that bitch.
I'm just saying. You see how they stacking Brooklyn up right now. You see how they stacking Brooklyn up, looking like the real goon squad trying to take out LeBron throwing the basketball in the gym. I'm 36.
They got to figure that out.
I'm 36. You got these.
Bree, what you listening to?
I've been listening to a lot of Don Toliver. I've just been feeling extremely toxic
I fuck with them.
the last couple of days, and I just wanted my sounds to reflect that. So I've been listening to a lot of Don Toliver. Lots of cocaine infused anger and toxicity and cheating and conniving women. And I'm in that
Her
kind of
realness though, like Bree's realness.
Yeah.
Talking about
That's
this
real.
shit.
Yeah.
Bro.
You just opened the diary
I'm
of
feeling toxic.
I mean, I've always known that she was toxic, so it makes sense.
Does align, you know, she's on brand, as they say.
the way that you guys view me, it hurts my heart.
Oh, not for real though. We view you, but the thing is we view you as a straight boss. That's the thing. Like, it ain't even nothing about it. We know what
we
you
can
do.
all say an album is good and Bree say it sucks. He's like, well, we gotta think about it now.
Hey,
right.
Mortal Kombat really be like, it's a travesty. Like, damn, like it was that
He's
bad.
outside
Like,
calling
they
for
fuck up my
critique today as
emotions.
we gotta rethink shit.
Hey, so no, did anybody listen to the Khaled album? Y'all ain't listen to the
Outside
Khaled?
of the
Not
Nas
yet.
and Jay-Z song, no, I did
Good, not yet.
I listened to it, man. I mean, it just, it ain't that. I mean, I ain't think it was that dope. I mean, the Hov and Nas song, of course, but other than
Actually,
that,
let's be honest, bro. It's a Khaled album. Or like, I ain't
That's
never
been the
listened to a
same
whole
thing.
Khaled project and just being like, damn, that shit is, you know.
My question is, they were supposed to drop this Drake album back in January. So what's the holdup?
He hurt his foot.
What does that have to do with the album? Is it not done?
Nah, he want to be able to say, he want to be able to take
Are
the
you
shirt
are
off
you
and
that
shit in the
student in
video.
class telling the teacher you got the report ready, but you need a few more days to like what are we waiting on? I get it. Cool.
I think I haven't really paid attention to DJ Khaled because I just feel like he shouldn't have been saying the N-word.
Did he say the word?
Yeah.
He did he
didn't
used to.
say
He used to do it all the time. Yeah, he used to do it all the time.
I hold grudges.
The rap was grimy and taunty.
he ain't did that.
I mean,
He's
but
not
he
black.
grew
A long
up in,
time ago.
but he grew up in that neighborhood. Like that
When
was
did-
Don't
when did-
matter. Okay. So
Grew
can
up
Jack
in the
Harlow say
hood.
the N-word? He grew up in
Absolutely
Highland.
not.
Black people
That's
over
not-
there.
Listen,
Insane, yo.
Black people
there was
over
a
there.
time.
Here we go. We done got Bree
niggas
going
could get
again.
away with it, like Fat Joe, to say the N-word whenever they
It
please.
wasn't
What is
okay
wrong
for
with
Fat
Puerto
Joe,
Ricans?
who's not
Puerto
even
Ricans
that fat
say
anymore, to
niggas-
say the N-word.
So
So
can
you
Jim
tell
Jones
me
say
Puerto
the
Ricans
N-word?
who
He say it all the time too.
black, they can't say the
Jim
N-word?
Jones.
Jim Jones.
He,
The dirty dusty nigga with the dusty braids.
he ain't
Oh my
black.
God.
He ain't black.
I'm asking a legit Jim
No,
Jones.
Jim Jones.
Bullet Jim Jones.
Spanish and something is
Oh
Puerto
my
Rican and something
God,
else.
dog. Hey, Bree,
Does he still rap?
they gonna send the capo after you, bro. He's gonna be like the capo.
I mean, y'all couldn't quit hating on Jim Jones, man.
No,
Capo
I really,
dropped a little project.
honestly,
Jim Jones used to get his hair braided and then tell them to brush it because ain't no way he was rich as fuck and his hair looked like that all the time. No.
Maybe he just ain't want to wear a do-rag to bed.
Jim Jones is
Jim
like,
Jones said, I need some straight backs. All right, now brush it.
Hey,
That's what it was.
my
hey,
God.
hey, Joel Santana ain't got no teeth.
Man,
He
hey,
bought them
listen,
He-
he's gone. Dog. Them chicks is gone.
He took that shit out like a retainer. I said, oh,
They gone.
I said, oh, they all
I
get
feel like his
Hey, bro.
wife likes it. His girlfriend, somebody like it.
They always say,
You
bro.
like
You
a
call
lot
that a
of shit,
velveteen rub.
apparently.
You call that a velveteen rub.
It's a no for me, big dog. I ain't messing with you.
Anyway, let's move on, man. Y'all wow. Dope album reviews. Who dropped shitty music that we get ready to review, or who was dope? But anyway, we got. I don't have any today, so we
Oh, we
gonna
got
get right
suspense.
into
Let's
suspense.
go. I'm ready to hear
And
this.
this
Let's
is
go. What you got?
Suspense's very first review on the pod, and I don't know which one he's gonna do.
Yeah.
It's all yours.
I'm gonna roll this week. I'm gonna roll with this project from Dope London. It's an EP. It's called Certified Dope. She dropped this back in November. The project it starts out pretty solid, and from the very beginning you could tell she can actually rap. She's just not a woman rapper, she's a rapper, you know what I mean? So
Ooh. Ever so slightly raced with the sexism. Continue.
see that's the toxicity coming out
Yeah, you hear
Like,
already. But no, I mean it's a good project. She had good production across the project. And of course, lyrically, she was there throughout the whole body of work. There was kind of just one drop off on it on one of the songs there. It's called Backseat. So and on that one, not to say it was a bad record, but it was, to me, it kind of sounded like the auto tune was way too strong. She had a feature artist on that song also called Piranha Prod. And with the auto tune so heavy, I couldn't really gauge, what he sounded like and all of that. So I couldn't get a good gauge on him.
Type record,
huh?
The quality just was a little off to you.
Yeah, it sounded more like a local record on a major label album. Like it was misplaced in a song. Okay. But
this is an album, correct?
This is a EP.
Okay, EP. I understand. Okay.
So I mean, if to me, I think if they took the auto tune off, it would have been dope. But when you crank up that auto tune so high, it just turns into like a local sounding record to me. But overall, it was a good project. Some of the key dope on there is Big Dot, Jokes on You, and one called Smoking Dick. What? Hey, those are the names of the records, man.
That's lingo, unfortunately.
I know. I was like, wait, smoking what? Okay.
Yeah, right, Thug, Young Thug, then got away with it. It's a whole thing now.
And do I think it was dope? I said it was some heat. Gave this one a 7, so make sure you go and check it out. Dope London, certified dope. Make sure you check it out.
You're.
Anybody else? Or no?
That's it.
That's it.
That's it on the reviews this week. All right. So lastly, I know we got a couple minutes. Virgil wanted to talk about somebody's divorce.
White boy summer.
Some white man.
Bro, what do you say? What
They
you
have
say?
a
White boy
prenup,
summer, bro?
And is he having a white boy summer?
And this dude, so today, Bill Gates decided that after 27 years of marriage and 3 children, which that means his kids is old enough that he ain't got to pay no child support, that they was gonna get a divorce. But they was quick to pull that prenup up. So what we looking at? Is this a Dr. Dre situation? Or is this gonna be a Bezos situation? What y'all think? Or we know that he's the heart, or we take it for what they claim him as, the heartless bastard that he is, and she didn't get nothing.
You know what? I think he just got old and got tired, bro. That's probably all it was.
I mean, she ugly. Oh. Hey, bro. I'm shut up. I'm chilling, bro.
I cannot.
Hey, man, you gonna get us shut?
Hey, I don't really care because all these people got way more money than me, and Virgil is trying to get us taken off of the.
Hey, bro, I'm just.
Hey, Virgil, hey, bro, you get vacation for like 2 episodes, dog.
Big Bros will never get popping. He gonna
buy me out, bro. He gonna buy me out somehow.
Yeah, he gonna stop the press.
I'm about to get that call. Yes, this is Bill Gates. No,
I know it's gonna be a helicopter and a car.
No,
we gonna drop a car in my mailbox.
Don't you know I own Zoom? It's over for you.
I think
I'm just telling the truth, but I mean, what I mean.
Look, he's nervous now.
Nah, I ain't nervous.
You got to grow the beard back out.
How much money is at stake, though? Like, nah, that is, what's he's what, like 3rd or 4th or something like that, but it's still billions upon billions of dollars, bro, for him to be, being like, man, fuck it, we done.
What you're saying is it would have been cheaper to off her. Well, I was gonna say cheaper to keep her, but
soundbite free. Let it go.
For the government FBI agent that is listening, I am not involved.
My name
in any of this.
In it.
Over and out.
All right. So I think that's it this week. We ain't got nothing else on that often note. Hey, like and subscribe and follow us. Everybody's handles is up. Dope album reviews. Send those in to whatisitdopethough@gmail.com. Make sure you check out album reviews, our weekly, daily news articles on the website. If you got questions that you would like to send them to butisitdopethough@gmail.com. If you're curious as to why Big Chels is not on here, send those questions to butisitdopethough@gmail.com. For the crew, this is King Ackland. That's DJ Suspense.
Yo.
That's Bree Renee. That's Baron Lee. And that's Virgil Cash or Methodical One. And maybe we should edit his name out in case Bill Gates comes looking for him. Get out of here.
Right.
Hey, bro, if y'all want to put me in the little witness protection thing and y'all just want to do my thing and do my voice, I'll take it, bro. I ain't worried about it.